Okay, hello Basket News fans, viewers, listeners and readers. We are here in Cyprus, in Nicosia, in very hot and nice and sunny Nicosia. And we are here with Alexey Shved.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Hi Alexey, so nice to have you here. Thank you for coming and joining us in this pre-season chat. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So Alexey, basically we are here, as I said, in a pre-season tournament. 4 teams playing in Nicosia, 3 of them from EuroLeague. Basically, it's, I guess, the first big travel of the season for you guys. It's almost a week being away from Moscow. How does this trip look like? What do you guys do on your free time? Do you only spend the time in the hotel? Do you play some cards, PlayStation, something like that?
No, usually we have practices, so we have 1 practice a day at least, and in 4 days we must play 3 games. So we have 1 game last night and we won it. Today we have day off, and next 2 days we have 2 more games, then we go home. It's not that many time. Usually players spend it to sleep, sleep, eating. Some of them read the books, watching some TV shows, and all this stuff like normal people.
Because I guess, usual fan tend to think that, players, we travel a lot, we see lots of countries, lots of cities, lots of different hotels and so on. We see all those cities, but in reality, I guess you don't see that much. You stay most of the time in the hotel, then the gym, hotel gym, right?
Yeah, you're right. We don't have this time. Everything what we can see, this is the way from airport to the hotel on the bus. Actually, usually we coming like night before the game, and everybody wants to sleep, everybody like tired, and next day it's shoot around, and then we have the game, and after the game we go back home. So yeah, we travel everywhere, but we don't go much out of the hotel. So we're thinking about the basketball.
Yeah, but the atmosphere, I guess, in preseason is a much more laid back, is a much more calm. If you lose, okay, that's not nice, but it's not that big of a deal compared to regular season. So overall, I guess now guys are a bit more relaxed, right? I guess you joke a bit more compared to the regular season and so on.
Yeah, this preseason, you're right, but CSKA doesn't like to lose even on preseason, you know that, and yeah, like everybody miss each other. Like we have newcomers, like I'll come back after 6, 7, maybe more, like 9 years. 9 years ago I played here, and we have like where you live and other guys. So we just happy to be back and happy to play together, practice. This is just the beginning, and we just start playing first I can say like practices, games, and we still have a few time before the season started. So yeah, just want to be ready for the season.
You mentioned that you're not completely new guy in CSKA, but you are one of, I guess, only 3 newcomers this summer, because CSKA basically stayed the same compared to the last season. How did you blend into the team, being only one of 3 rookies on the team?
But actually I know everybody from the office, because they work from that time I was here, and I know for sure a lot of guys. With some of them I played the same team, we play national team. Some of them we play against each other, so I know everybody, and it's not that hard for me, maybe for somebody else harder. And your boy joined us too, so we have really good team, but we need practice, and we will see how it's going later.
How is that our boy? How do you treat Marius?
Marius, he's really good guy. He like to work. He work a lot, and he played 2 sides, offense, defense, and until now he's really good, and he's enjoying, I think, to be part of this team.
As we talked, that's your second stint at CSKA. At first you played between 2017, 2007, 2012. But in that period you were sometimes on loan to other teams, to Dynamo, to Khimki. and only the last season on CSKA was a bit better for you numbers-wise. You played more in that last season. After that, you went to NBA, and was there any idea in your mind that one day you would like to be back in CSKA and maybe have a bigger role compared to that you had in your first stint here?
But CSKA, like one of the biggest and strongest club in Europe, they always usually they play Final Fours, and they won like Russian Cups a lot. And of course, any player he wants to be here. And after 9-10 years, I come back, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be part of the team.
After the last season, when Khimki basically went bankrupt, is it right to say that?
No, they're not bankrupts because they pay money for players. And we have a lot of problems last season. Yeah, it was tough to play in this situation, but I hope everything will be good there, and one day they come back for a big level.
But after last season, when was the point when you understood that, okay, that's over with Khimki, that I have to look for my new chapter in life?
I think in like few months before the end of the season, everybody understand like there's big problems now, and probably next year they're not going to be in the league. And immediately we finish the season, they say to us like they're not going to play EuroLeague and they're not going to play VTB League. And I talk to my agent and I say the one team I want to be is CSKA, and I don't even talk to other teams. So I know I have offers from other teams, but I say to him, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here.
When you say something like that, it's not good for bargaining, the new contract, because when the team knows that the player wants to play for them, maybe they can say, okay, so we will want to sign you for a smaller money.
Because I knew that I like the coach here, and I know the club, and I know the president, Andrei Vatutin, so Natalia Furaeva, I know everybody of them, and I say like, try everything to sign me in CSKA. So I want to play here. I want to play for the trophies. I want to win like in EuroLeague and VTB League. It's really hard, and we need to have the long time to practice, to watching videos, stay together, talk to each other, and this is not easy, but we can do this. And I say to him just because I know the club. I play here before, and I know they always want to take the highest places. So the first place. So this works for me too.
You mentioned that CSKA or CSKA? CSKA is Russian,
Russian
right?
CSKA, in English CSKA, yeah.
CSKA, yeah. Because
but if you play a long time here, you start talking like Russian, Russian language, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just keep saying CSKA because that's how we are used as well. Like you said, CSKA is the team that doesn't even like to lose in friendly games, and that's a new environment compared to that in Khimki. Last season was very tough for you.
Yeah.
Was there anything on your mind, thinking that okay, I will be going into a completely different environment? Maybe the pressure there is a bit higher, and people expect more, and maybe it will be harder mentally playing in CSKA?
Against or in?
Before coming to CSKA, thinking about what awaits you here on this team.
But it's always pressure. Like any professional, almost player, he has pressure everywhere. He play for club, he play for national team, and everybody watching. And for sure, you have pressure, and especially when you play against CSKA, the big club, and great players. Some players they think about the pressure, but you need to just show your game, and you don't need to think about other stuff from out of the court, from outside. You just need to do your job, and you need to do your job good.
Your new coach, your current coach, Dimitris Ituodis, is known as a very demanding coach, very strict coach, very tough coach. Can you share a bit how those conversations between you and him looked like before the season? Because as I know, coach likes to tell his players what to expect in the season. He said that in some interviews that he wants the player to know what he has to expect in the season, so that it will be more clear during the season that no surprises come up between player and a coach. So
Yeah, that's true. We talked 3 times before I signed contract, and he tell me what he wants from me. So I know he's great coach. He knows the basketball, and everybody trusts him. All players trust him, and anytime if you have any question, you can call him. You can ask him like anytime, and he answer you, and he gonna help you. So uh, we know what he wants, and we know how he can help us win. We can help him win EuroLeague or VTB League. Doesn't matter what. He's one of the best coaches right now in Europe, and he knows his job. We just need to listen to him and help him.
about that role, I guess your role will be different compared to that in Khimki. Like, I guess you will not be shooting like 15 3-pointers a game in CSKA, no?
No, I'm not gonna. But like now it's a different team, and we play like really smarter here, and we try to find the open man to shoot to make the layup. So I'm ready for everything here. It is my like 15th season right now, and
15, okay.
yeah, it's a lot of seasons I play. So I'm ready for that, and I just want to win.
But mentally, is it a bit tough coming
No.
from a guy being number one on your team and basically number one scorer in the EuroLeague, coming to a team which has full of stars and you just have to be one of them and not the star?
No, it's for me. It's much better because I know that guys are good players. They can take the ball and score in one-on-one position, and they can pass the ball. It's much easier when you have on the court 5 guys who think the same way. It's much easier to play together, and mentally for me it's not hard. So I know where I go, and I know what coach wants, what I want. So we have the same way.
You had some time to know the guys, and I guess most of them you knew before coming here, right?
Yeah.
But when you see them from inside in the locker room, in the bus, going to the gym and so on, joking and so on, who is the vocal leader of the team? Who is the one who speaks the most and talks the most?
I know I cannot say like we have like one of them talk more than everybody. I think everybody talks to each other. Like we have like really friendly team, and I think maybe like Nikola, he's joking a little bit more than everybody, but he's a great guy. It's so funny, and actually we have like good team, like as a players and as a persons too.
Usually, when a big guy has a good humor sense, somehow his jokes are a bit more funny. I don't know how it happens, but when a big guy is joking, somehow it's more fun.
Maybe like I don't know. Maybe everybody think like he's like really big, strong, and they thinking like he's too serious and he start joking. Maybe this why, but I'm never thinking about that. Joke is a joke.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you say so.
You said that CSKA doesn't like to lose in friendly games. What was the coach like after that game when you lost against Zenit? Like 20 points, something like that?
Yeah, we lost that game, but like you say, he knows this preseason, and he don't want this happen again. And nobody want to lose even preseason games. So we just talk. We have video after that, and we talk to how to play better, how play better defense, how to play better offense as a team. And last night we show like we play much better. Played against the same team after like maybe like 3 days. So yeah, we need to go step by step. Season is coming soon, so we have 2 more weeks and then we start.
Yeah. Going a bit back to the last season, as we talked a bit, it was a tough season with all those losses. At one point, you lost 17 games in a row.
Maybe.
Yeah. What's in your mind, going into game after game after game and losing so many games in a row?
But this is bad situation like altogether last year, because when you see like you lose some games, you're not gonna pay it. Plus, some people start leaving the team, and you just, of course, nobody likes that. But this is like, I think for professional player, this is the worst situation what can be. But we stay. Not everybody, but most of the guys stay until the end of the season, and doesn't matter what. We practice. We try to win. We have some good wins last year too, but um, I don't want to repeat the same situation in the future.
That losing streak was ended by a win against Real Madrid when you hit the game-winning shot. What was the atmosphere after the game? Was it like winning a championship, something like that?
No, everybody understand. Like if you lose too many games and you win one game, you just feel a little bit better because, like you lose too many before, and after one winning game, you cannot be happy. And everybody just maybe little better atmosphere after that, but it's not still not good situation.
You have hit some game-winning shots in your career, right? Do you remember which one is the most memorable for you, which you like to talk about?
I cannot remember. I like the shot when we play Olympic Games when I should score the 3-point shot, and actually this is not a game-winning shot, but this is like really good one. What I remember, and I like remember about the national team a lot.
Okay. As you are a scorer, a guy who puts up lots of points, is there some opponent in EuroLeague that, for example, you look at him and you think before the game, you think, okay, this guy gonna give me some troubles because he's a good defender, and I have to think something more on offense playing against him?
No, I'm never thinking about that because it's too many situations. Like they can make the screen, they can switch. There's a lot of situations what can happen in the game, and you don't need to think about, okay, that guy better defender than this one, so you just need to come and play. And for sure, like no one defender want to let score like 20, 30 points. But for your question, I have answered like I'm never thinking about like this guy better or that one better. It doesn't matter what team defense wins the games.
Okay. But do you have any team or arena, away arena that you like to play? Like you think about that team or arena and you think, okay, I like going into that place and playing in that arena?
I like to play in crowd arenas where there's a lot of people. Like Žalgiris is one of them, so I like to play there. It doesn't matter like we play home. I like our fans, but if we go away, it's much better to play with full gym. Doesn't matter, they are everybody against you, but it's more fun to play than if you play with no fans on the court.
I have a chance to ask you a question which we have been debating with my friends back in Lithuania. Sometimes we talk about it, and Alexey Shved played in NBA. He played for 4 teams, and he could have played there longer, right? You could have played, you could have stayed in NBA, but you chose to come back to Moscow to play for Khimki. Can you tell a bit about that? Why you decided to put an end to your NBA career?
I can stay there. Yes, I talked to New York. Actually, after every year, last maybe 5-6 years, I have offers from NBA. But I have, how to say, I have a really good deal here. Plus, that my last season I have 3 trades, and it's really hard when you go to one place because over there it's a little different. It's you need to buy all furniture there and all cars. You need to send from one place to other place, and when you have 3 trades same year, you think like, oh come on, just came here and after 1-2 months they trade you again. And probably I don't like this more, like all these trades, because when you sign in Europe, if you sign like for 2 years, you stay here for 2 years. But if you sign there for 2 years, you can play in 6-7 teams. So it's really hard.
So it looks like that you basically like to play basketball and not to think about all that other stuff, right? Like
No,
moving,
and
getting
here
settled.
I play like really more minutes. If you remember, I have more shots than there, and a lot of minutes and different roles. So I'm not that guy who like to be in NBA but sit on the bench and watching from the bench how the guys play basketball. Now I want to play too, and here it's different situation.
So overall, if you haven't been traded that much, maybe you would have
Probably,
stayed
yes.
longer in NBA,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Was there a situation that you liked in Minnesota, for example? Did you like it more compared to others?
I can say I like this time in Minnesota. I played there 2 years, and especially I like my rookie year there. We have good team that time. I think we down 2 games to go to the playoffs my first year, and we start really good. We played together with AK-47 Kirilenko, and he really helps me there because I'm new guy rookie. He explained me everything, where to go, what to do, and I like the time in New York, but I can say I like the time when we have the games. It's like really, I think this is the top 2 arenas in NBA. It's Madison Square Garden and Staples Center. There's 2 most popular arenas there, so I like the time there. Yeah.
But did you have an offer, like a real offer to stay in New York? Did they offer something?
Yeah, I have offer.
Yeah. But you just wanted to come back to Europe, and that's all right.
I can say yeah, I have offer, but I don't like that offer what they give me. So I say okay, probably I'll try to come back and maybe come back to NBA someday. Why not?
But now, do you still think
No,
about
now
it?
I'm not thinking about that. No, I feel great here. I come back to CSKA. It's, like I say, like big club in Europe, and I won't try here.
You played with Ricky Rubio in Minnesota. He is now in kind of similar situation. He talked about that he is tired of being traded from city
Yeah.
to city. So I guess you could feel him, right?
Yeah, of course. This is like really hard when you go to the one team. You're thinking about okay, now I'm start again from the beginning, and after like few months, they trade you again, and of course nobody wants to be traded that much. You maybe sometimes okay, there is like 1-2 trades, okay, but if it's more like you don't want to change the team like 1-2 times a year, you want something like you want to play same team like few years, you know what I mean? Like, I understand him.
Yeah. When you came back to the Europe to Europe to the EuroLeague after a year, I guess we changed the format, and now each team plays each team.
No, when I
twice.
came back, they still play that format.
Yeah,
the
but
old
after
one.
1 year they changed
Yeah.
the format. Yeah. Do you feel that this format is a bit more friendly for players because players like to play and not to practice? Also to the fans, which get to see more games. Do you like this format more compared to the last one?
You know, like I cannot say like we play way more games like right now because I don't remember that format. I remember we play groups, then top 16, top 8, right?
Yeah.
But we still like we still practice. We would travel a lot, and we are the basketball players. The way they give us, we go. You know, and of course, maybe I think for fans it's much better to see the big teams play against each other every year because before it was like probably they can play only in Final Four. Maybe they don't play together at all. So I think for fans this is like really good. This format is much better.
You mentioned that you like to play in crowded arenas. With COVID, the last season I guess was the one that players will not like to remember. You know, playing in those empty gyms. How did it feel playing in those empty gyms? You know, hearing everything that your teammates or opponents saying to each other.
Yeah, it looks like it feels like not the official game. Feels like some practice game, and I hope everything is finished and people coming back to the arenas and everybody just spend a great time. We play basketball with fans and they can watch us. They can watch us on the court too, not from TV.
Okay, just to finish it off, I promise not to keep you here too long. Most of your career you played with number 1. You had number 23 in your first stint at CSKA. Now number 91. Where does it come from?
But actually, I have a lot of numbers. I play number
88 you had also?
88. I play. I cannot even remember all numbers what I play. It was a lot. I play number 10. I play number 8. And 91, I just think it's a really good number because most of the numbers the players they have, and I think like, okay, I played too many years number 1. Probably it's time to change the number. What I never play, and I just talk to my family, talk to my wife, and think like, one day I say like, what do you think about to take like number 91? And everybody like this number, and that's how I pick it.
So basically, it has no meaning behind that.
No, plus Dennis Rodman, of course, he played 91
okay.
number, and I like him as a player, and this is one of the things why I take this too.
Is he one of your idols? Like, do you like him?
I cannot say he's more like I like him like my top player. No, but I like his hustle. I like how he plays strong against the players, how he get rebounds, and he's the big part on that Bulls team back 25 years, 30 years ago.
That's actually, I never thought that a player like being a shooter, being a guard, would look up to a guy like Dennis Rodman, who is completely different guy.
But yeah, come on, everybody knows him. If you ask any doesn't matter, any basketball guy who play like basketball in school or somewhere, even not basketball, even not sportsman, a lot of people they know him.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you so much for giving us some time, and good luck in the future.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck you too, guys.